Just want to let everybody know I'm Shondell Coleman. I am the account executive for Ambetter. We are one of the top carriers in the U.S., expanding into 20 plus states. The newest state that we have expanded to is Delaware. But I will say the My Health Pays is a continuing program that we are going to continue on, where members can earn up to $500. So it's different things, and they did update the product. I would say our presentation, so that may be some new information or so, but it's still the same. I was hoping to see if I can get that really fast for you all, but I don't want to take up too much time here. But just so everyone know, as far as our benefit programs, we will be continuing on the My Health Pays. Members, it's just different activities the members will have to do from their member portal. So there's something they have to, create an account through to do those activities. So that would be continue going on as well as the telehealth. We are continuing that as well for members. I would say nothing much has changed with Ambetter. There may have been like some network changes where, we're not probably contract with this particular network, or as far as the states that I had mentioned. That's not really any big changes. There is one big change I would say is where we had the brick and mortar. We had that going on, and I know they had ended up canceling that as well, and there was some communication to share that with the member about that. I know someone mentioned the AOR compliance. I know there's been some out there about AORs and AOR challenges and stuff like that. So I do know, I think CMS or so has implemented where you have to consent forms, or you have to do 2 consent forms. I know they're doing something where they're trying to stop with these AOR changes out there. I know that's something going on with externally out there with the CMS. So I know the consent form is going to be very handy that you have to have. As well as Ambetter, what we're planning to do internally, they're going to be doing something internally as well, not right away or that. But they will be doing something internally in the future, so that way we can, avoid these AOR changes, because I have seen quite a bit of that going on. So, but I'll moving forward, I'll just say, be on the lookout for any emails or so for invite links, and I'll follow with the agency so we can, see if we have to send a plan with that. But other than that, I think that was it, unless we can get some questions going or so. Sorry, it wasn't much I can share because we still was finalizing everything as far as the products and the outlook for 2024. But we are going to roll that out next week, so we should have more information on that particular.
I'll just I'm sorry, Dan. I just wanted to build on something that Shondell said. The My Health Pays program that he was referencing, if you're new to Ambetter, it's a really slick program that a lot of the members really appreciate, especially those in the highly subsidized markets, if that happens to be the demographic you're working with. What they do need to do is go into their member portal and sign up. Immediately when they sign up, they get a $50 value towards a bunch of stuff. But then also every time they participate in some other things like a wellness exam, if they go in for preventive screenings, if they do any kind of diabetes management, et cetera, they continue to build up points, which convert into dollars that they can use for medically related costs like copays and deductibles. They can even use it for utility bills, their gas, electric, water, their cell phone bills for transportation. And there's also an opportunity for them to purchase merchandise. It's a really slick program that you might want to familiarize yourselves with.
Yeah. Hey, I don't know if we have more time, Steve. If you
we got plenty of time for you. Go ahead.
Showing some. Okay, let me. This is just an example from one of our states. For example, this is Tennessee. This is not mostly new, but it is the same. Nothing has changed with that. So it was just a couple of things I wanted to point out. I did want to point out, our adult vision and dental that we do offer with that. I do want to let everybody know this is very important. if you have access to your broker portal, please leverage it. Please take advantage of the portal. That's where I know everybody have Health Sherpa and other stuff, but your broker portal is where all of your ambetter business is at. And then under resources, you will find some beneficial information there, right? So you'll find some stuff about the adult vision and dental. There's some I like to call it ambetter swag. So if anybody out there is doing events and you need some ambetter swag, some goodies, you can reach out to me. And I can get that in for you. So you just need to let me know what that looks like, and then I'm happy to send the materials to anybody.
Hey Chandel, do you have like a test login or that you could show us the portal?
For the broker portal. Oh, broker portal. Okay.
That'd be really cool.
Yeah. So don't worry about this system. This is just a system I leverage internally, but I do want to give everybody an idea of the broker portal here. So this is the face of the broker portal, right? So this is this pretty raspberry color all around. You'll see that the home policy. So I'm sorry. First and foremost, if you don't know your login to your broker portal, just follow up with your sales rep or ambetter. I'm happy to share that phone number. I'm going to put it in the chat. I would have put it in the chat. I'll put it in chat, but just contact our broker support team or sales rep in case you are having issues logging in. But if you log in, you'll see how the face look pretty much. You can do a quick pay through here. You can enroll a client with their policy number, and you can find a provider as well. You'll have your name here, your profile that you can go to. If you want to go to your profile, this is where you can see the applications, right? You can see what states that you are appointed in. Licensing, that does not mean, this is very important, but just because you're licensed in a particular state does not mean that you're contracted there. This is important. Status. This is where you're going to see the states that you are appointed in. So just take time to review that. We don't want to come across any issues where, hey, I wasn't appointed in that state, so just FYI. You can see all the contracts there for you. And again, this is on the profile, so you can see your licensing certifications and all that stuff there. Policies. Matter of fact, I could keep starting from home. Sorry. So the active members. So you'll have this section here that says active members. These are members that are active, that's paid to date, etc. Delinquent members that go to 30 to 120 days, it will fall here. And then you have your unpaid binders, members that are either new or renewal, that haven't made their payment yet. So, and then here at the bottom, you'll have this is when I was talking about via resources. So there's some great information in here for you all that I think that you will find helpful. There's some training materials. There are some marketing materials here as well for you. And again, if you need any ambetter swag, stuff to pass out, you can reach out, to me. And there's some FAQ questions too for you as well. So if I go back to policies, if you need to look at your book of business, you will see all, the policies that you have, listed there. So if any issues, we do have a process. If you have any issues with commissions, missing commissions or business, you can reach out to our broker support team, and we can go ahead and, research that for you all. But other than that, that's pretty much the broker portal. Dan, Steve, I'm not sure if you want me to share to everyone how you find a provider on our site or something, or anything. But that I did wanted to just share with everyone what that looks like, at least from the broker portal.
Of course, that'd be great. Please do.
Okay, great. I'm going to take how much time we have. So what I'm going to do is just go to find a provider. This is the link, the URL for find a provider. In case anybody want to pretty much locked it in, is guide.ambetterhealth.com. That is the link to go to find a provider. Now, I know there's other things out there like Health Sherpa, my marketplace, where you can, look up networks as well. That is fine. I do advise, using this and putting it as a bookmark for you. But here, once you get here, you just, make sure that you have the selected right network. I'll just put maybe, you know, Missouri, for example. And then, you know, make sure you put the coverage year. 2024 is not up, obviously, so that should be updated. Now, depending on the state, you want to make sure what network it is. So Missouri, we do have virtual access plans in Missouri, and then we have the core plans, bronze, silver, and gold. So depending on what network your member is on, you know, you'll want to select that. And then, you know, it'll take you to that page. So depending on what you're looking for, either it's a, you know, a PCP or something like that. I'll just put St. Louis or something. Looking for a PCP. So if I want to look for a PCP, that's pretty much, you'll get the results here. You can filter it in a way if you want it. If you want to export it, you can export it into a file. That way you can just, you know, send it to the member or so. But you will have their information here. You can click on it as well, you know, if you need to get their NPI number or other information for them. So we do our best to try to make sure this is updated, you know, as possible in our system. But, you know, if there are any issues you have with network, we do have a process for that where you can report that to our provider relations team. And you can go to broker support for that as well in case you come across network issues. Gotcha. Okay. But yeah, that's the provider. Just make sure you save that guide.ambetterhealth.com. And then I will make sure everyone I'll do that afterwards. I'm done, but I'll make sure I'll put the phone number for our broker support team. I'll make sure I'll put the email in the chat as well for broker support team. And then I'll put the provider guide link in there for you all as well. So that way you can have it. But other than that, see here. I think that was for more of a wrap then, unless it's more, so I can go over the website and what agents can find, you know, as far as like the evidence of coverage or the plans or such. I can do that real quick, Dan, if you want. Want to try, we were on time.
Sure. Yeah, you're good on time. Feel free.
Okay, good. Let me just do that. So I just going to go to real quick to the ambetter health.com page. So this is just the main page. If you have an Explorer, when you get here, just make sure that you select the correct state that you want to look at. So in this case, I'll just say Illinois, for example. So this would bring you to Ambetter of Illinois. So in case you are needing to look up providers, you can do so here. You got the for members tab here, join Ambetter, our help. In case you have a provider out there that wants to join Ambetter, they can literally go to ambetterhealth.com and, you know, become a provider there. If you're trying to get appointed though, you know, you can do so there as well, or call our Ambetter line. Most importantly, I did just want to, you know, show you all members information. So if you wanted to check out our plans, you can't pay now strictly from the website. And like I said, to find a provider. Now the drug coverage, if you go to for members tab and drug coverage, I will save this. Oh, it looks like they have 2024 up. I wasn't expecting that, but you will go there and you will see the 2024 formulary. So make sure that you download that just to have it for your personal reference. In this case, this document is pretty big. So the best way to do is to hit Control F. Control F. So once you hit Control F, you know, you'll just put a drug in there. I'm just putting something in there. And if it doesn't come up, now, you know, 10 out of 10 is just not covered. If it doesn't come up, if you are looking for exceptions, you will have to go through our member services team for that. But just so everyone know, you do have access to the formulary in case you need to see what tiers these, you know, the drugs tend to fall under, and go from that. And then, yep, we're showing you all that. And if you go to for members till and on forms and materials, there You will find some other information. It becomes a challenge when you need to speak on members' behalf, right? So this is very important. There's a form here. Let me see what authorization. Yes, so this is the authorization form that you need to fill out. In case you need to call customer services to speak on members' behalf, they do want you to fill this form out and submit it back to them. Okay. There are some other information you can find the evidence of coverage and such. Let me just go to the plans here, our health plans. That's what it is. So if you go to our health plans, and you need to see a list of, the plans that we do have, you can just go to, view summary of benefits and evidence of coverage there. And you'll see all the plans, brochures that's listed, as well as the evidence of coverage for on and off exchange that you will see. Okay. So just FYI to everyone. Now, if you got any questions or so, feel free to follow with the sales rep as well, in case you have any questions. So yep. So yeah, the broke support number. Now okay, yeah, I would just make sure you all, yeah, it is the 855-700 7985 option 2. That is the broke support number. In cases where it just might be busy, I do like try in the mornings time to try to get stuff get through them, but it can be just because they can have other people on the call, so it just depends on what time you call them as. And the email as well, the email does help. They do say at least give them 3-5 business days to follow up with you. So just keep that in mind. So I just put the phone number and the email into the chat for everyone. So just to save for your reference there. But yeah, I mean, I guess moving forward to with you all, you have the customer services, right? Our customer service department that will assist the members in case they need to call in case you want to call in too, but just make sure you fill out that disclosed form. But you can call broker support. That's what our broker support team is for, to assist you all in case you have questions around billing, enrollment issues, IT issues, or anything of that nature. So take advantage of broker support of that. And I think other than that, yeah, Dan, was there
there's just one more question here, and I'm not really sure about it, but it says under state and carrier, who is Celtic?
Celtic? Oh, yeah. So yes, Celtic is our parent company. If you all don't recall, years and years ago, when ACA started, we used to go by the name Celtic back in the day. Not until it was changed to the name or bought out by Centene Corporation. So you'll see Celtic when you may be looking at the plans or stuff like that. So it is the same as ambetter. Centene is all the same, but just FYI, it's all connected through Centene and ambetter with that. So that makes sense.
Perfect. Let's see if there's any other questions. Go for it, Chandel.
Yeah, absolutely.
Chandel?
Yep.
See? I know you don't have any details that you can release, but do you know if ambetter is moving into any new markets, either increasing county coverage or new states?
Yeah, so let me see if I can get this. I do have to stop sharing for a minute. Give me 1 second. I want to see if I can share this with you all. Expansion. Okay, let's see if we can do this real quick. So I will let everybody know, the new counties that we're going to be expanding, at least for 2024. I'm trying to see if I can get that too. It's going to be Delaware, North Carolina, Alabama, Michigan, and Ohio. So I'm gonna put that in the chat really fast. but and I'm gonna see if I can get that to pull it up for you all. But those the only expansion counties that we're doing. And then like I said, Delaware is the only state that ambetter is pretty much going to be entering to. So give me 1 second. I can go ahead and get that up for you all. Expansion. Okay. Right. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, jeez. Sorry, you all. Okay, let me see if this is it. I think I just got it. Okay, yeah, I'm just having oh, I think I got it here. This is state maps with the expansion counties here. So it's just opening up here just so people you all can get an idea of what that looks like. So let me see if this is it. Okay, perfect. So I'm gonna go ahead and share this screen again. Okay, perfect. So just to give everybody an overview of the expansion, I did put it in the chat of what expansion counties those are. So in Illinois, whatever is pretty much in 2024, those are the counties that we are expanding to, and the ones in the raspberry color are the ones that we are currently in. So for Illinois, these are the expanding counties that we're going to be expanding to in Illinois. And then I'm happy to follow up with the agency or agent, in case you all need to follow up on the counties as well. But we were waiting to finalize this with the state and everything. This is Kentucky, so Kentucky will be expanding quite a bit in Kentucky there. And then we got Michigan. It looks like it's only going to be one county in Michigan. Missouri, we're pretty much stable in Missouri. That hasn't been really changes. Ohio was the 2024 targeted states. Looks like 4 counties that we're going to be expanding to in those states. Tennessee is full, Indiana's full, New Hampshire's full. Trying to see that I have Delaware or anything. I may have not had that there. Okay. So I would just say, for the states that I've listed, those are the counties that we are going to be into. I would just say follow up with the rep or myself, so I can let you know what those counties look like. So do we get paid for AOR changes? So we only pay you based on the members that you do enroll. So if you were to do an AOR change on an application or so, and you become the new agent, you can be eligible for commissions. You just have to make sure that you're appointed in that state, of course, and go from there. And you can always follow with broker support or whatever, just to make sure you're the agent of that policy. But yeah, once you become an agent over a policy, that agent can be eligible or potentially be eligible for commissions. So
yeah, and I cannot stress enough how important that is. What Chandel was showing you earlier about whether you're active or inactive in each state.
Yes,
we have had a few instances. We won't go into details. We always find out about agents who think they're active just because they can go online and quote enroll. Right. But what they find out when the commissions are not getting paid, that they were never actually actively appointed for that state. So
Yes.
call our offices or check in with broker support. And let's make sure that there are no states that you leave inactive if you're licensed in those states.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, absolutely. So yeah, just make sure that you are active. That's very important. It kind of could be confusing from the portal where it can say like pending or another way, you know. But active is what you want to pay attention to, and everything. So it's two forms. Okay, yeah, I'm not aware of some of the forms you have to fill out. I just know some of the consent forms through Health Sherpa or so, but they always change and stuff. Oh, Shondell, yeah, let me put my information in there for you all. Sorry, let's see, Shondell at centene.com. And then I'll put my phone number in there as well. And feel free to shoot me an email. Feel free to give me a call. If anyone has any questions, I'm here to support and help you all. As you all are all the ones that's putting in the hard work, right? You're putting in the hours and everything. So we do have to appreciate you all, the brokers, the broker channel, because without you all, we wouldn't be able to be where we are today. So I'm here to support and help everyone. Every sales rep is different. I've been here with ambetter for 6 years. So it's a lot of information I've obtained and gained and experienced. So I think I've been pretty good as a rep and assisting my agents out there in case you all need any assistance. Oh, I think I sent that to everyone. The link contain which portal is. Someone said what portal that was originally sent out when I became first pointed. The second link to Centene. Okay, so I'll say this. The link that you're getting, these contracting links, it should be an invitation or a generic email from ambetter. Be careful too of these links going out because there are a lot of FMOs out here that are sending links to agents out there to get contracted with them. So I've seen a lot of agencies in Florida sending out links to everybody to get appointed, and then the agent come back and say, hey, I don't know this upline, you know. So yeah, just be mindful of that. The links that I send out, it'll come from either from me, not directly, but I'll send it out, or our broker support team. But it should be the ambetter broker secure portal. That's where you'll have access to. But if there's any confusion, just reach out, and I'll make sure everybody's, we're all on the same page. So it only should be the broker portal, the ambetter secure broker portal you should have access to when you become appointed. So trying to see if there's any okay. Okay, there's any I think yeah, just FYI, these AOR changes, we don't do internally, we can't do anything, as all these 830 files strictly come from the marketplace. So we get all the files from the marketplace and we process them. So if there's any issues with the AORs or something like that, I will make sure that you go through the enrollment portal that you went through, or marketplace. So yep, Teledoc is still going to be available and free out there. Okay, so they are billing to use it this coming year. Now we're going to continue using Teledoc. Nothing changed with Teledoc at all. It's still going to be the same. And again, the webinars are going on starting next week. So just make sure, you join those webinars, to get a more in-depth idea of our outlook for 2024. So sorry I didn't have a lot to share with you all. So it's just been potential. And I do want to point out something, authorization. So there have been some challenges too with authorizations getting approved out there. And agents having to call in a lot, or customer services, and they can't even talk to somebody because they can't understand them or whatever that is. So I want to let everybody know that in the past there was some challenges we had with billing. There was some issues we had with billing system, authorizations, and customer services this year. So I do want to let everybody know that was a big things that were addressed with the leadership team. They have switched and moved their billing system. I think it's to Rick Young or so, or Rick Ernest or so. But they did move their billing system over. So it's not going to be the same billing or issue we've been experiencing, if anybody can recall, earlier in the year. But they did that. Customer services is being looked into as well, to ensure that, when we speaking to reps, they understand the conversation. Calls not dropping, or they can't understand the rep or anything. So they are doing some revamp with customer services prior to open enrollment. Authorizations, I haven't heard much of authorizations. I just know it's just the communication, or it's just been challenges where they're not seeing an authorization on file or anything like that. But it is best to have the doctor try to communicate or call in with the member, just to try to move things a little faster, because the agents is so much on you all hands. You can't sit here and just call customer services. I would just say the best way to try to move things up is to try to communicate. And I told ambetter this, they are aware of that. We have to have better communication between our providers, either that's authorizations or whatever that is. So I would just recommend, if you are having any issues around that, to try either calling the provider relations line. There is if you call the customer services number, it will give you the option for a provider, and then that will take you to the department. You may need the NPI number or whatever, but if you call in or the provider calling, at least it can try to speed things up a bit, so you all just not contact customer service. But just FYI out there, I just want to address that with the challenges we had. So I just know as we come to open enrollment, I am hoping we lay off as much stress on you all. And just know that we are here to support. It's going to be busy. But anything you need, any support, let me know. I did put my information in the chat in case you need to follow up with me directly, or get any ambetter swag. Again, those are free items to you all. I'll let you know what we got, and I'm happy to talk to you all about that. So I think I was see if there was any more questions here. I think we're pretty good. But yeah, my plan is to, I want to make sure that you are sitting in on these webinars, and then also taking advantage of myself as your account rep, to ensure that you're comfortable selling our plans and talking about it, and etc. So I do appreciate everyone here. Dan, if there's anything I need to share with the team, do let me know. Taking over the presentation here. So.
No, you're fine, Chandel. That's absolutely perfect. I appreciate
Dan, Dan, do you know if we've received links for all the different webinars that they're doing, dates and times? Because if not, Chandel, it'd be great if we can get that, and we can also push it out for you.
Absolutely. I will. I did send Dan an email, so I'll follow with you, Dan and Steve, and get all of those training invites. And then I can make sure you all have your hands on that, so you can pass it out to the agents. So I got you.
Great. Thank you so much.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, Dan, was there anything else you want me to share or wrap up? I think I'm pretty good. Until follow up with you with the other stuff. Well,
Chandel, you actually ended almost right on time, like 1 minute.
Good.
Awesome. I appreciate it. Thank you so much, Chandel. Thanks for coming on. We really appreciate you, just letting us talk to you and, figure things out. For sure, we'll get when those forms or the new trainings come out, we'll get them posted, and we'll make sure, we attend those.
Thanks, Dan and Steve. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Chandel. Appreciate all your time this morning.